All right. So, yeah, problem number one. Obviously, it's been a bit since we've done some live streaming. Does that sound a little bit better? Can you hear me now? Sorry about that. Live happens. Yeah, it took me a second, man. I apologize for that. Sorry. Rookie. Yeah, I know. It's been a minute, man. I'm out of practice. Miss Smallhorn, thank you very much for joining us tonight, ma'am. I appreciate it. I'm sorry that I haven't been more active with you guys over there. I promise I will. It's been a weird month for me. It's been a really weird month. I'm not going to get into everything, but it's been kind of a tough month, and it's going to continue getting tougher throughout the rest of the week. And then things we can hopefully get back onto a normal track. Rachel is not here yet. They are on spring break. She went to Corpus for the day, which is about an hour away. She took Savannah, and she took my brother is in town. He's helping my dad with some stuff on their house. His daughter was in town, so they went into Corpus. They went to go do the aquarium and stuff like that. Now she's running late getting back, but I believe she should be here in probably about 20 minutes. Dude, John, TikTok videos, man, I really appreciate that. Thank you, dude. I can't thank you enough. In fact, we're gonna get a thing back here on the shelf for you guys in particular. Love you guys. I hope Cassie's doing well. I just haven't gotten to that portion of the whole thing yet, but that's the intent. That's what I was talking about a minute ago. So when there was no audio, what I did was I took last week. Last weekend we did a lot of house cleaning. It was our spring cleaning weekend to do it. And in the process, I was like, you know what? I want a different set. So I moved over. We're no longer in front of the window like we used to be. I moved over in front of this shelf so that I could have like cool pictures and stuff like that. But I also want to be able to put pictures of all of you guys and, do all that kind of stuff back over here on the shelves. I haven't done it yet, but that is the intention. What I was saying a second ago, man, you wouldn't even believe I spent probably 6 hours on this because I initially got everything clean and hung up some pictures and did this whole deal. And then I was like, you know what, this shelf doesn't look right. So I went and rearranged every single little thing on every shelf. I mean, from the layout of like having the hook right here, I wanted the hook on that shelf and, next to the weights. I got pretty dumb about it. I went real OCD. So anyway, that's what's been going on. Kind of got to get back into the swing of things with the live streams here. We're going to be doing more of them this month. In particular, we're going to ramp that back up. We're going to do it again, which is the purpose of all of this. And we are not going, like, if I post videos this month, I'm not posting any vlogs. I'm not going to post any fishing videos. I might do some how-tos, product reviews, those kind of videos, like the slightly less interesting ones. Maybe some 360 videos, just kind of throw them into the mix a little bit. I'm experimenting with some things. And since we wrapped up on our second season of fishing videos, I'm trying to start filming the ones for next season. I want them to play together a little bit better than what we did on the last couple of years. I want to try to take it up a notch, make the storylines kind of a little bit more fluid throughout episodes. You know what I mean? So in order to do that, I need to buy myself a little bit of time so that I can actually film more than one video at a time and that way I can tie them together. So anyway, let me get to you guys in the chat so I can say hello to everybody. There's a lot more people than what I'm, well, I can't even say that I'm accustomed to because it's been a bit since I've done a live stream. But let me get with you guys here. I'm going to start off at the bottom of the list here. Come on, Reds Fishing. Hey, how y'all doing? Ben, I am doing fantastic. Been a little bit rough. Not some stuff I want to get into right now, but it's been a little bit rough, and I'm hoping that kind of clears up quick. But the house is looking better. That's always a plus. TikTok videos, John, of course, love you guys. And again, I really appreciate the super chat there, man. The super sticker. I think that might be my first super sticker. Mr. Richard Faircloth, sir, I want to thank you very much for joining me, my friend. I am honored. I love, everything that I'm seeing from you, and you guys have such an awesome fishing community on Twitter. I'm honored to be a part of that, and I thank you very much for joining us tonight, man. I love all of you guys, and I'm still kind of learning a few of everybody, but everybody's been really cool, and I appreciate, you guys allowing me into that community. Sinox, what is up, Nick? How are you doing, man? I'm waiting for you. I was hoping that you were going to be here to do a live stream with me when I do get you down over here. We're going to either do that or we will record a podcast. For anybody who doesn't know, we are doing a podcast, Tacklebox Talk, which used to be our live streams, is now a podcast. You can simply search Tacklebox Talk on any major platform. It's on them all. It's not great. It's not skilled. I'm not talented, but it's on there. I'm just taking the shotgun approach. Let's just put stuff out there. We have some fun with it. I'll sit down with Peter, have a couple of drinks, and we talk a whole bunch of nonsense, tell fish stories, stuff like that. First time fishing adventures. If you're still in the room, hey, I remember you. You were that what's his name? Was it Will Corey or HK2? Regardless, man, I want to thank you very much for joining us tonight, man. I'm honored to have you here. Dennis, of course, how are you doing, man? I hope you are not at work at the moment. Andrew Fishman, I mate can't stay, just I'm a whale. Well, man, I appreciate you coming in and saying hi, dude. Always a pleasure. SPRO Team Bass, man, I meant to have a list of some Spanish translations so I could talk better. And I don't know how to say that in Spanish, so mi amigo, mucho gracias. Thank you very much for being here with me, man. Swag, Saltwater Action Gear, dude, I really appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much. If anybody would be interested, I'm doing laundry right now, so I wasn't able to sport the swag gear that I wanted to. Sorry about that. If you'd like to get your hands on it, I highly suggest you check out the Saltwater Action Gear link. It is in the description down below. That's my boy. He's the one that hooks us up with all the clothes that we use for our fishing trips. I have tried desperately to destroy that gear to the best of my ability, and I haven't been able to do it yet. So if that says anything at all, I'm really rough on it. It's treated me very well. Swag, I thank you very much for that, man. You guys are awesome. Let's see, getting caught up here. Hope you got the other one I sent before the stream started. No, I don't think I did. I'm not seeing it. I see the $1.99 sticker. I don't see anything else, if that's what you're talking about. I didn't even know you could do that before a stream. I don't know much about it. I don't get that many super chats. So, again, for that swag and TikTok videos, guys, thank you again. Really, really appreciate that. Gracias a ti, hermano. It's my pleasure, man. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not, John, I'm not seeing it. And you know what? This is really poor. I'm seeing this here now. So I have this weird thing. This is driving me up a wall, and I'm sorry about this. I'm going to apologize to everybody right now. So in order to kind of have this whole little setup, I need to put my phone on a tripod over here to hit record so that I can play this whole thing. Well, the problem with that is that I can't see the chat right here in front of me so that I can look you in the eye when I'm talking to you. You know what I mean? So what I've got is another phone sitting here right in front of me so that I can see the chat. And I see the video playing on here, and that looks really poor that I'm not looking at the camera more, spending more time looking at my damn phone. I'm sorry about that. Let me see if I can't maybe prop it up over, well, I don't know. We'll figure something. I'm going to get something figured out with that. I do apologize. That was a misstep on my part. Again, a little bit rusty here. Are you dual streaming to Twitter? No, I thought about doing that, and I I just didn't have the juice to do it. I kind of like that idea. I want to do that, but Rachel is going to be here in a minute, and this whole section is going to get really crowded because it's kind of really cramped to fit us all on camera and stuff. I'm not entirely comfortable with these chairs. I might have to make some changes on that. But yeah, I just didn't feel like trying to cram everything all in. I really don't have a place to set a camera right here that we could do for Twitter. I thought it'd be kind of cool to have a behind the scenes camera over here to where, that camera could see this camera kind of a thing. But then yeah, I do YouTube. And, I've got a lot of great people on Twitter. I love those guys. Are the fishing community on there that I was talking to Mr. Faircloth about a moment ago is our Twitter friends. And I do want to, do that kind of stuff and kind of be representative for them. But it was just a little bit more work than I felt like trying to pull off right now, especially being rusty and having been so long since we've done a live stream. I feel like I may have bit off a little bit more than I can chew. Like maybe not, but I'm right there. So, how is everybody doing? Are you enjoying your spring break? It is spring, finally. Finally, we can start getting out on the water, getting into some fish, and getting out some pretty cool videos. I know a lot of people in here make them. Andrew Fishman, speaking of which, if I didn't say hi to you earlier, hello. I apologize if I think I did, but just in the event that I missed it, let me make sure. Mr. Heavy Stringers, how are you doing, sir? I'm looking forward to the video that you got coming up. You've got you have piqued my interest, my friend. I'm curious to see what you're working on. I love big projects like what you're doing. And there was one that a gentleman by the name of Paul Ash was working on. It was about 2 weeks ago. He put out a thing saying he wanted everybody to contribute this segment for a video that he was working on. And for the life of me, I couldn't come up with anything. Like the creative juices weren't flowing and the deadline passed and I failed. I was like, man, I felt really bad about that. And then I saw the video and those guys, every single one of them that contributed, and then Holland Ash himself, the video that he put out, when I saw that, I was like, man, I messed up. I should have contributed to that. So I'm trying to make it a point to be more, to contribute more to projects like that. Heavy Stringers. Yeah, so that having been said, that's kind of your taking up my thing on that. I'm trying to be more like that. I saw you put out the thing about wanting to do that video, and now I'm really interested. I want to see what you got going on. Is no one saying anything in chat? I haven't seen anything since you started. Yeah, Nick, that's a YouTube thing that happens from time to time. There are people chatting. It's just not loading for you. You probably just got to reload the video. It does happen sometimes, or it just doesn't feed up. Heavy Stringers, man, sorry to hear that you're still at work, man. It's a little bit late. So sorry, man. I hope that that's not going to be too much longer before you get to go home, go relax, have a glass of wine. Mr. Jack Van Fleet, talking about those guys on Twitter that I love so much, sir. I want to thank you very much for coming in and joining us tonight, my friend. I really appreciate you guys. You guys have been absolutely wonderful to me. And allowing me to be a part of your the fishing community on there. Really great people. I'm really honored to be to have the opportunity to hang out with you guys and kind of talk and chat and stuff like that. So I thank you very much for that, sir. You guys have been very warm in your reception of me recently. Hey, there's Holland Ash. That's a guy I was telling you about just a second ago. I believe it's his most recent video. It's the what did you call that video? And Holland Ash, if you want to post the link in the chat, feel free. The video that I totally dropped the ball on, where I did not contribute to the Addicted to Lures video. That's the one I was telling everybody about. Appreciate you coming and joining us tonight, man. I've been paying you some lip service. That's okay. It's nice and quiet. You bum. Get in and say hi to everybody. Got a lot of people chatting. Oh yeah, it's gonna be sweet. Just watching what I got. So sending chills. Oh, nice. We'll be out of here in a little bit. Good. Glad to hear that, man. I'm glad to hear it's not gonna be too late of a night for you. Got to check it out. That video that Holland Ash did, I wasn't expecting it to be bad, but I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was. It was really good. I was really mad at myself for not having met the deadline on it. Thanks, Stanley. I'll go find it. Yeah, dude, man, post it in there. That's a fantastic video. I gotta say, a lot of the people like this community, fishing channels here on YouTube, that we're all kind of, work together, just about everybody in this chat, and the ones I'm talking about. Like, a lot of us started 2 years ago ish, or got together. That's when I kind of came on board, was about 2 years ago. And hey, what's up, Mountain Bushcrafters? Good to see you, man. I appreciate you coming and saying hi. I was under the impression you'd probably be worn out. If I'm not mistaken, you were live streaming like all day long today. Oh, and by the way, guys, that right there, that link on Holland Ash, that's a video I was talking about. It's pretty good. It's worth watching. And it has absolutely no Stanley Orchard in it, so take that. It's probably a good thing, because I would not have done as good as those guys. But what I was saying is, like, all these guys who started, relatively the same time, there's been some new people that have been popping in too, and there's some people that dropped off that aren't doing it anymore. But man, those guys that are still around, and the guys who are now just popping on, dude, there is some good content getting put out right now. Is anybody else seeing that, or is it just me? Like that stuff that Colorado Fisher is doing, that video that Holland Ash did, the stuff that A&J Outdoors is putting out. I could go on and on and on. There is some really good stuff getting put out. These guys are stepping up their game. It makes me, like, I really do feel like my toes are getting put to the fire on this. Like, I need to step up my game. Anybody else feeling like that? Like, not left behind, but like, man, we got to pick it up a little bit. Bearded one, which NBA. For a second, I thought you were talking about me, because I've been letting it grow out a little bit. Oh, I had something I was going to say about that. Oh yeah, I have to keep growing it out right now. It's funny. I backed myself into a little bit of a corner. So like I was saying a little while ago, I'm filming in advance for, like, we've already got the premiere of our next season. That video's already been filmed. It's ready to go. I'm just waiting for a premiere date. And I'm trying to tie in, multiple videos together here. So last weekend or the weekend before, we went out and we filmed, and I had a concept for 2 videos. Again, I wanted them to tie together. So in order to do that, I needed a bunch of B-roll so that it would have like a story arc between the 2 videos. And man, after that trip, a bunch of stuff just kind of got fumbled. And now before I can even edit this video, I have to go back and do reshoots. I've never had to do reshoots for a fishing video before. It's really bowing me up. Hopefully I can get that done maybe this week. And then we can actually get those videos together. Speaking of which, one thing that we're going to be doing this season, and I'm not mentioning this very well in the first couple of videos, but like I said, I want them to all kind of tie together. So one of the stories that we're working with, one of the things we're going to go for this year is we're going to do the Elite Angler contest, I guess. I don't know exactly. Rachel and I are both gunning for the Elite Angler Award, which is where you catch 5 species of plus size fish. And there's like different, each fish has a different measurement. Reds, like on redfish, the slot is like 20 to 30 inches or whatever it is. So on like redfish, you have to catch like a 28-inch redfish. It's like that for a whole bunch of species. So we're gunning for that. That's going to be one of we got a couple of them, but that's going to be one of our season goals. So it's kind of like, every video we're going to try to accomplish something so that there's a little bit more of a tie-in, a little bit more investment in it, instead of just going out and being like, hey, we got fish, good to go, video done. It's going to be more like, we're gunning for this fish because I need this fish so we can get our Elite Angler. And if we get it, all right, we're one step closer to where we need to be. And if we don't get it, well, then I just failed you as a viewer, and I apologize in advance. I never should have posted this video kind of stuff. So that's what we're doing. What's up, HK2? How are you doing, man? I was just talking about you a minute ago. I appreciate you coming in and saying hi, man. Always a pleasure. Getting caught up here. Gotta love my boy. Man, dude, I appreciate that, HK2. Thank you, dude. I'm sorry, I'm kind of like skipping up through the chat to get it. And then here we go again, where I'm like not even looking at the camera. It's terrible. And you know what? With this like little monitor phone, I tried to have a mount right here so that I could, read the chat and still be looking at the camera. And the mount that I got is like these old GoPro mounts that I had to just take them all apart, try to put them all together, and they're all rusted from having been in the saltwater and not being used. And it's just like falling off the side of my little camera tripod thing over here. It was not going to work. Gonna try to get that going for future so that it's not all, burned down. I'm not, looking stupid. Be sure to smash that thumbs up, dude. NBA, thank you very much. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, please. Particularly, it does a lot for my ego, for one. But for two, I'm kind of killing time just a little bit until Rachel gets here, and I'm standing on my own. I haven't even had a drink yet. I'm hoping I don't dry out too much in the throat. So yeah, it's very much appreciated. If you did, I would thank you for that. Hey, what's up, Peter? How'd it go today, dude? What'd you guys get done? For those of you guys who I mentioned it a minute ago, I'm going to say it one more time though. We're doing a podcast. You can look it up on any platform. It's called Tacklebox Talk, just like the old live streams we used to do. And a lot of the episodes that we have thus far are me and Peter right here, and just talking about old fishing stories. And actually, he is going to be putting out he's working on some pretty cool content stuff that he's got a couple of videos filmed now on this channel. I highly suggest checking that out. He's got some really cool things in the works. And a couple of them, I don't know when you're planning on dropping the first of that series that you're working on right now, Peter, but he's got a couple of videos in the wings that are just about ready to go. Got to do all the YouTube metadata and stuff like that, and he's been working, hadn't had a chance to do that, but that's what's blowing that up right now. He's got some drops coming, pretty cool stuff. A lot of drawing, graphic art kind of stuff, and then he has another project. It's going to be a fishing project, and that's as far as I'm going to go with that because it's a super, super, super exciting project that he's working on. I'm totally stoked about it, and I'm going to be straight up honest. He's going to blow me out of the water when that one drops. Yeah, no, that's how it goes, Peter. I don't know. You're doing your thing. Don't even sweat that. That's my brother, for anybody that doesn't know. That's just how it goes, dude. I know you got to have the time. And once you get the time, he's just kind of starting off with some of the YouTube stuff. He's got a lot of experience in videos. Now the learning curve for Peter is going to be just the stupid behind the scenes translations, and he knows how to do it. It's just kind of getting it from knowing how to do it to being able to hammer it out on a dime. That's the spot that he's at right now. 2 orchards. Yeah, there's actually a third. My brother Luke. He just doesn't like us. I don't know why. If you've ever heard the podcast, you'd have some ideas as to why. What's up, Anchor Crank? How are you doing, man? Appreciate you being in here, dude. How have you been doing, man? I hadn't seen much from you, and I miss it. I miss seeing you, dude. I miss that live stream that you guys used to do. And the videos. I miss the videos, too. You had a fantastic one last year that still rings out of my mind, that one you did with, what was it, the fishing socks or something like that? I don't remember much of, I remember the video, but I don't remember what the specific thing that it was about was. But that was another awesome video. Holland Ash just put out one real similar that was about the addicted to lures thing, and when I saw that, I immediately thought about you. What's up, Fish Facts TV? How are you doing, man? I apologize. I haven't seen you in a minute. I'm sorry about that. I'm kind of playing a little bit of catch up right now. Grant McIntosh, my friend, how are you doing, bud? Good to see you. Fish Taco Tuesday. You know what? We actually did fish tacos on Sunday, and then yesterday was a rough day. I was super slammed all day long, jumping from project to project to project. I ended up not eating anything at all until, I don't know, 10 o'clock last night. I ate just a little bit of salmon that we had. Actually, Peter, my dinner last night was the salmon that Amber gave us for Christmas. So that's all I ate. Today I had some eggs and some smoked oysters. No, dieting, but it's also just hadn't had time to do anything. Rough couple of weeks. Not terrible, not like it used to be, but just, rough for the time of year, I guess, maybe. No Worries been posting a lot lately. I saw that, and I'm sorry I haven't been leaving comments and stuff. I kind of listen to videos on my way to work in the morning, so I don't always get to leave a comment. I try to, but if traffic's bad or something, I don't always get to leave a comment. I'm sorry about that, but I did see that you've been putting out a lot of work recently. What about the steak? Are you talking about, what steak are you talking about? I've got some marinating, but I marinate my steaks for 3 days before I eat them. And I still got another day or two left on the ones that I'm marinating. Well, we might eat them tonight because I'm kind of hungry. But it's going to be late when we get out of here, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what time Rachel gets here. Smash the like button, share them out. I don't care if you do or not, but if you do, I thank you very much. I don't like stressing out about it. I'm not gonna be that guy that's like trying to collect thumbs up or stressing about everybody sharing it out. But if you do share it out, let me know so that I can thank you personally for doing it. Oh, that's right. That's right. We had a little bit of that steak at Andrew's. I did, but man, you're right about that. I did have some of that, but there was that one steak that got cut into like four pieces that we all shared. I didn't have much of that steak, but you're right. I forgot about that. I did have some of that. Yeah, HK2. So yeah, what I'm doing here, I totally redesigned this whole thing back here, this whole setup, and I spent a stupid amount of time rearranging every single little thing on this shelf has been placed in such a way, with the exception of this shelf down. I haven't totally done that one the way that I want to just yet, but every single thing on here was set and arranged and placed in such a way so that it, has some presentation on camera, because I'm just totally OCD about that nonsense. But one of the things that I do plan on doing is having, like, everybody's stickers and things like that. I don't know if you can see it. I got A&J Outdoors back there. Not fond of this chair. We got A&J. We got our TubeBuddy. I got some other ones right here. My boys in Rebel Dog right there. That is a fantastic band that's got some really good music going to be coming out here soon. And for those guys, a lot of you guys have been with us for a while. Another project I'm working on. We've done a pretty good job of like growth or whatever, and I don't care about numbers. I'm sticking with the 1,000 subscribers thing back here. I'm trying to keep the ego to where it's like, I want to remember where I'm from. And in conjunction with that, this was the t-shirts that we did at 1,000 subscribers. It has the names of every single one of our first 1,000 subscribers. We did some t-shirts on this, and they didn't turn out great. They were a little bit grainy, a little bit fuzzy. So we are going to do a reissue of this, but I'm waiting until that becomes like one of those things where it's like a little bit more, I don't know, like I don't want to just do it a year later. I want to wait for when it's like a, say hypothetically, for example, like how cool would that be if we had 100,000 subscribers and we put that thing out? You know what I mean? So it's a project I want to do, and I'm not saying I'm waiting till 100,000 subscribers, because I might be holding on to that for a bit, but that's my intention with it. Dude, Urban Explorer, dude, 5 pounds. Thank you so much, man. I really, really appreciate that. I can't thank you enough. It's been a minute since I've done a live stream, and I wasn't expecting any super chats or anything like that, so I'm caught a little bit off guard here. I really appreciate you guys. Urban Explorer, he's one of my buddies from the Nick Nimmin live streams, and there's a Discord community and stuff like that. They've been very welcoming of me in there, even though I haven't been very active. Sorry about that. Just hang-ups and stuff like that. I will be more active, I promise you that. But man, this dude puts out, I believe you're at about 500 subscribers. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I believe you're about 500 subscribers. And the content that this dude is putting out is van life stuff. And the content that he puts out at the 500 subscriber level is like, you wouldn't expect it. It's like the kind of content you would expect from somebody in the 10 to 50,000 subscriber range. So if you want to see some pretty cool videos about van life, that's your boy right there. I had a snooze and woke up there. Well, man, I appreciate having you here, especially now. You're putting a little money in my pocket so I can get another bottle of wine. Thank you. You just Heavy Stringers, you just watched the that lure video. It's pretty good, right? If that's the one you're talking about. I can barely even identify anything on those shelves being on my phone. You bring up a heck of a point, my friend. You see, one of the things that I'm kind of going for here, and this is tricky. I've talked to some of the YouTube guys about this, but you see, there's a big boost. This year, there was a big boost in people watching YouTube on their television. So I do want to try to have a presentation that lends itself well to television. I'm not saying that I'm there yet, but that is a goal, and that is something that I'm working on. I know the majority of people watch stuff on their phones, but I am specifically gunning for the television market. I'm doing that on purpose. Ready to get my priest pump, dude. I'm just ready to get fish, period, HK. Yeah, I'm drying up just a little bit. Like I got to go fishing actually a lot in the last month, a lot more than I expected. But I'm feeling it. It's that time of year. I need to be out like constantly. I'm in the middle of nowhere, parked up in Dartmoor, hiding out from Corona. I'm in 70. You're at 765. Are you serious? The last time I want to say it was just like last week. You're like 500. You see, you're growing. You're growing. It's your content that's doing it. You got good stuff. We go fishing. These are my boys from Laredo. How are you doing there, sir? I hope you guys are having a wonderful evening, and I thank you for coming and joining us, man. We're having a good time here. We are all kind of just killing time waiting for Rachel to get here. She went to Corpus Christi today, and she's taking just a little bit of time getting back from that. Drink a Corona, be fine. That's the Texas way of doing it. They closed down the boat ramp where I've been going. Oh, seriously? That sucks. Do you have other options? They closed some of the ones in our area, but we got so many options around the Corpus Christi Bay Area, it never really affected us. Stanley Orchard, how's the mood down in Texas with all the coronavirus talk going on? It's hilarious. It's hilarious. So yesterday I told the story on A&J's live stream. We were live streaming with him, but we had to have a meeting about it at work. Rachel just pulled up, and she's being dramatic. So we had to have a meeting about coronavirus at work. Oh, and you're not supposed to say that out loud on YouTube. I just got demonetized, I guarantee it. Anyway, so the meeting we had was specifically like they want us to take our computers home from work every day and be prepared to work remotely. That having been said, everybody is under the, they're being really, really cool about being, I guess, proactive and trying to be safe and keeping everybody's family safe. And if anybody feels sick, you stay home, period, bar none. So they are being really proactive. It's really reassuring that they're doing that. But on the same note, everybody's just feeling like we're all investing in stocks right now. That's what everybody's doing. The gas prices has hurt us a little bit. That OPEC nonsense, that's hurting us more than coronavirus. But that's how that's going. I'll be honest with you. I kind of feel like there is a political impetus behind the mass freak out of it. That's my thought. And if you don't believe that, I totally support you on your belief. That's just my thought. I'm not a big fan. Yeah, okay, you got Savvy with you. I was kind of curious about that, Peter, because Savvy didn't walk in the door with Rachel. So I wasn't sure. Things get forgotten sometimes. It warrants asking.
Oh, no. Wait, Sandy, remember me?
Yeah. The bass fishing is fixing to get hot here in Toledo. Man, I tell you what, the fishing period is fixing to get hot down here. We are going all in this year. We are going to be putting in solid labor. I'm stocking up on shotgun shells and canned goods. I believe in being prepared for anything. It doesn't matter if it's coronavirus or anything. I think you need a stockpile. We get hurricanes down here. A hurricane will shut you down for 3 weeks. A bad one if it hits you right. And you can't just buy stuff before the hurricane. And I feel amiss. Like, we have no pantry in this house. We have no way of stockpiling 3 weeks worth of food. I don't know what to do about that. We've talked about it. We will come up with a solution. I think it's important. But yeah, if we got hit right now, we'd be in a bad spot. We'd be in a bad spot, except that, well, see, I blew off all my ammo the other day, so I don't even have any gun shells right now. I need to start stockpiling that up again. So yeah, I'm in a poor spot right now. All the world is trying to be safe and kill each other over toilet paper. Yeah, I know. What would they all do in the outdoors? I don't know. But I tell you what, yeah, if anything did hit the fan, I do have the gear that I need to put food on the table, regardless of whether or not I got any shells. She's safe. Thank you. Hey, Outdoors in Maryland, how are you doing, man? Appreciate you coming by and check it out. We have Family Fishing Network. Guys, I am really honored. Thank you very much for joining us tonight, man. We are having an absolute blast. I'm a little bit rusty. Oh, and Muskie Hans. I apologize, man. I almost missed you there, dude. How's it going, sir? Now, all you guys are jumping in. Thank you very much. I really, really appreciate that. I wasn't expecting it to be that big of a deal. I thought, we haven't live streamed in a while. I didn't know if anybody really was too into it or not. You know what I mean? But you guys are just tearing me up over here. Brandy is not with her swag. Brandy is not on with her. She should be. I don't know exactly what you're saying. When is red fishing good there? I think redfish is kind of like a year-round deal. I've never not been able to get into them. That having been said, the big bull reds, those come like October, November. That's when we really see those guys schooling up around the jetties, and they're just everywhere. Right now it's black drum, so there's still some big, bull reds out there. Red fishing is year-round, but the really big guys, that's the fall when you see those. And I know you're in our neck of the woods, so if you're coming down here for some big reds, I want in on that. I want to be a part of that trip. I got 2 bags of perfectly fine old workplace shirts. I'll wipe my ass with them if I have. That's what they're there for. I got a bunch of my old work shirts, and that's exactly what those are for. I will never wear those again. Hell yeah, thinking regular live show with the orchards. We need some quality entertainment, man. We can't do a regular one. It's a weird YouTube nonsense thing that prevents us from being able to do that. That having been said, we are committed to doing more live streams.
I got set on the bad end over here.
You want to sit here?
Okay.
Okay, you want to scoot in a little closer so everybody can see? Thousands of subscribers.
It's slow.
So for those of you guys who don't know, this is my beautiful and wonderful superstar wife, Rachel.
Hey. I don't even know where the camera is. I can't even know where I'm looking.
I know. The camera's right there. The chat is right here. I'm still playing. I know it is. I know it is.
So
it's rough.
confusing.
And this whole little table thing is cute and I love it, but it's a little awkward.
It's real awkward.
It is awkward. Now you're moving the camera. You over here. Come in here with me. Would you like a drink? Mama, would you like a drink? I don't have a glass for you. Sorry. Rachel, would you like a drink?
Be so gritty.
Yeah, Yank your crank. You just let me know, man. Let me know whatever you got going on. We will make a thing of it. I'd also have wine here. I've got a little collection, an assorted mix of the best of what we have to offer.
I think that's called a hangover.
That's a hangover gonna happen, yeah. Well, this is a small glass of wine. There's not much whiskey left, and there's only a dribble of something, and I don't even know what's in there. So all in all, right here, split between 2 people, it's not a hangover. This is actually we can sleep tonight.
Okay.
Because I need the sleep. I've had a rough day.
Looks nice.
The star is here. Yep, now she's gone, but she was here. Everybody says hello.
Hey.
Muskie Hans, what am I drinking? A little bit of everything, man. Glass of wine. This is the last of the glass. Oh, now we're talking. I got some 18-year-old Dewars, and then I've got a Coke Zero that's got something mixed in with it, but I'm not sure what. And Rachel is busting out with the Cozumel Mezcal, which perfect timing on that. Let's do it.
Did you want one?
No.
Here you go.
Cheers. Oh man, that just tastes like Cozumel.
These are actually the glasses we got for Tony.
Well, don't tell me.
Well, did you like them, Johnny Cassie?
Yeah, okay.
Well, you didn't get the box out.
Yeah, no, just announce it to everybody. Let them know that we just
Okay.
totally dropped the ball on sending a Christmas gift that we're not drinking now.
We're just drinking out of the one. They can have the other. No, now we dropped the ball and we didn't get one for everybody.
You get one.
Sorry, Peter.
They got Peter and Amber got stuff.
Well, I know they didn't get this stuff though.
Dude, at Family Fishing Network, thank you. I really appreciate that, man.
You're not gonna shoot Cozumel.
Do what? Oh yeah, so we're doing Cozumel in June, right? No.
I'm doing Cozumel, mate.
Right, you're doing Cozumel. I'm doing Cozumel in May.
Right.
I am, yes. I don't know what you're doing.
I said May. You're apparently gonna be there in June.
I know I'm going to be staying through June.
Oh, I'm gonna be there in June and I'll be in Wisconsin making appearances. We'll be in Wisconsin up north during July.
at some point. I don't know. I don't feel like that's gonna happen.
I think it is.
Okay.
Your daughter decided it.
Okay. I'm not gonna argue with it.
Whenever Savannah decides
Oh damn!
something,
I'd like to get some. I'd like to go up there and get
muskie,
some
I'd like to get into some whiting. Not some whiting. Excuse me. What was I wanting to say? Walleye.
walleye.
Walleye. That is the best face test.
I want to
best
get
tasting
into some
fish.
crappie. No, tilapia.
Let's go down the street.
Those are shitty crappie. I want good crappie.
Okay, true. Fair enough. You do want.
What's up, Fat Man Fishing? Dude, thank you for coming in and hanging out with us, man.
You do want Wisconsin crappie.
I do, yeah. I guarantee that's going to taste better than anything we catch out of the Nueces River or Toledo. Toledo Creek's not bad.
Sewage. I was gonna go to Toledo Creek. They have the speckled. They have
Hashtag gutter fishing.
I'm not gonna go gutter fishing for my crappie.
Down here you do. That's all you got.
No, I was
At least in our
stocked
area.
it. They just stocked
There's places around here. Toledo Creek and Mathis aren't bad, but we better be seeing more Rachel Steele's Stanley YouTube channel. That's what I'm saying. Thank you. Thank you for bringing that up. Let her know, man. I've been telling her for the longest time. She put out that video, and I was totally stoked about it. Now we need more.
it. Okay.
There you go. Okay, and they're right there. So
I know it's hard for me. I'm confused. So
don't. Can you read this?
I can.
You can't. You can actually read that. That's like super far away.
Oh, you mean like I thought you meant can I read?
No, I know you can read. You read a
Remember
lot,
that
but
lady-
you can't
that
read
lady-
this. That's too small for you.
We should slow that down. No, I can read it.
So just look at the camera. You can't read that.
It's obnoxious looking. I need to be able to see.
You got to make it to New England. I'm on the boat. Are you serious? Yeah, I need to go to New England. That's our boys. That's a Monster Hunter and
Going for some snakehead. So how does that taste?
snakehead. Yeah.
How does that taste? Honestly, I know it's an invasive species, and if you've ever heard me go on a rant about invasive species, some of you have.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. We want to tear up invasive species
I'm
this year.
super excited.
And I told them about the whole the elite angler
Elite
thing we're
angler,
going for.
which
Yeah.
I'm super excited because it's not female versus male, or no, sorry, not female versus male. They don't have like a female section. Your tail was great.
That's good. You're
You know?
gonna get on. Yeah, it's co-ed, and Rachel's gonna
Yeah.
get her name on there. That's my goal this year. Is we're gonna get our names on that list. There's only like I don't know 40 people on the list.
Which
it's
is-
hilarious.
Why?
This is people.
Maybe they
aren't
just don't
doing
know about it. Yeah. I think
Yeah,
they
they're
just
just-
don't-
they're
they don't know
just
about it.
not
I guess.
You guys are flying here. Sorry. Let's see. Most of my family is in Maryland. They go Blackwater. Oh. It was Okay. Yes.
Oh, that's not snakeheads.
Family Fishing Network. I'm all about it. I have not fished the Atlantic.
Good eating.
Totally all about it. You guys
Are they?
do you guys do tuna up that way? I know you got them, and I don't care if you don't go for them, but I definitely want to get into some big tuna.
Okay. On the snakehead, are they like a flaky white fish, or are they more of a texturized?
It says they're wonderful, but they suck. He hates them.
Oh yeah, we hate them. They're horrible. Well, everybody hates them. They're like Asian carp.
I'd
which
eat 'em.
Do have their own. They have their own niche.
Oh, you know what I was gonna do
Nothing
today, and we just didn't have the time to do. I was gonna cook up that hake and eat it
Stripers.
on the. Anybody here ever eaten hake? I've heard it's terrible. I've heard it.
Okay.
We haven't eaten hake
I'm
yet.
joking. I thought we had.
I got a whole hake in the freezer.
You told Savannah it tastes like lobster.
No, that's the tile fish. The
No,
hake
then
doesn't.
you told her the hake digs. You're trying to trick her.
Yeah, I was trying to trick her. I lied.
Our daughter is not an idiot.
Yeah, I'm curious. Outdoors in Maryland, great eating. Are you talking now? We're talking about so many different species here. Are you talking about the snakeheads, or are you talking about hake?
I was still talking about stripers.
Well, stripers are good. We have runs of stripers, bluefish. Yeah, I've not done bluefish. Like we get them here, but not often. For the longest time, up until like I'm not even lying. Up until like a month ago, I thought bluefish was blue runners. I thought they were the same thing, the hardtails that we have. Yeah, because we don't have many bluefish. So I knew we had blue runners, and I just for the whole time thought that was the bluefish.
But then again, you have everything that I think I see is either been dead in formaldehyde or just looked at through bones.
What?
Ichthyology,
Did you have a hake in ichthyology?
probably.
Doubt it.
There's a lot of ichthyology, a lot of dichotomous keys.
No, gotcha. Okay. Somebody had something here.
In that
Absolutely, tuna. We're going for tuna up in Boston.
get some.
Oh, where's my? I have it over here. Never mind. Yeah, I am all about that.
Oh yeah. The back
Gonna,
one?
gonna attempt to do some steelhead and striper fishing this year for the channel. That is rad, man.
Fish on thing.
You know, A&J Outdoors just caught. He got a nice sized striper at
Canyon, wasn't it? Or no, I saw
Yeah,
it.
it was
I
at
saw his
Canyon Lake.
video.
I saw him do that. I was like, "Are you serious? Like, we couldn't get a nibble, and he's out there catching those beasts."
Well, no, you gotta think of what time it is, what time of year it is.
Yeah,
people
and fishing
crazy,
style, and he
yeah.
had a fish finder. Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't
And
have
it's
any of that.
freshwater. We didn't have any of the right setup for freshwater at all.
90% sure I took a bluefish from your dad's trip and ate it. I want to say that was probably a blue runner, a hardtail. It might have been a bonita. I don't recall the last time I caught a bluefish.
Large mullet.
Been doing a lot of mackerel fishing. I love fishing mackerel. I'm a big Spanish mackerel fan. I don't know what kind of mackerel you got.
Big ball kind of mackerel.
Free food is great, man. Totally. You're speaking to the choir here.
I know. I did not grab any because I wanted to wait, and I should have grabbed it so I could show it on live stream. I was just trying to be fast. I didn't grab any of our fillets.
Oh, from that, yeah, we need to get those. We went on a fishing trip a couple weeks ago, and we bagged out on Sheepshead and then left all the fillets at my dad's house.
But we brought on the bait.
Yeah, I left it in the kitchen for a week.
I asked your dad if he wanted some calamari, and he's like, "What? Do you have some with you?" And I'm like, it took him a minute or two, and he's like, "Oh, that bait."
Yeah.
I was like, "You know that bait I bought, that squid I bought you."
I got it. We got it.
Thanks.
We're gonna bring it.
Thanks for that. And it's like,
hey, what's up, Cassie? How are you doing, ma'am? We're having a blast here. Finally getting some drink on. It's been a long day. You've had a good day.
I was at Chuck E. Cheese all day.
I just had a rough day. It was not a great day, but
sorry.
It's okay. It wasn't a bad day. It was just
a day.
Just a day.
Just a day.
Dude, Dennis, what have you been doing, man? You're saying we need to get together. How's work been? What you been up to? I haven't heard much from you.
Cod, the best.
Cod. I would like to get in some cod.
Yes.
Google search stripers caught at Racetown Lake. It's 30 minutes from his house. That's where I'm going to go, to Racetown Lake. Okay, cool. I don't even know how to fish for stripers. We're going to up our game this year. We're going to get into some stuff like that. I don't think it's hard. I think it's, I was going to say that. I was going to say just jigs. You have cod, flounder, shark. I don't catch many flounder. We got a lot of them.
That just looks like a nice plate of dinner for me.
Yeah, right?
That's like a menu item. Check, please. Take that.
That's one meal.
Take that grill.
And I love shark. Have you ever done any balloon fishing? No, I've done some weird fishing before. Me and this guy Sinox in the chat, that's Nick from you might recognize him from some of our videos. It's been a couple months since we've seen him, but we've had him on there. And we've been fishing with Taco Bell food. Poorly. We've done some really dumb things. We've done some goofy things, but I have not done like legitimate balloon fishing, no. Haven't really had the need to. We just haven't gotten into the kind of fishing where we needed that. We just have the fishy kind of mackerel. That's my favorite kind. I have no idea what kind, but it tastes good, dude. Yeah, I think they have that. What are those called? They have those really good tasting mackerel.
Yeah, like the real fatty, oily ones.
Yes. Yeah.
I imagine that's the one.
Your mackerel. I forget what those are called, but they're a lot better taste. Our Spanish mackerel and our kingfish we have down here, they're decent, but you really need to eat them like that day. Well, they're not bad like some of that other stuff we've eaten.
No, they're not terrible.
But yeah, the mackerel you got is way better tasting.
Not terrible.
We pretty much have everything that won't eat you up here. Well, where's the fun in that? That's half the fun.
You gotta have a little bit of woolly.
That's how you get yourself up on the food chain, is by eating something that'll eat you. Gonna go grab a bud. That's Cassie.
Yep, I figured it was. And of course,
sounds like Cassie.
It did sound like Cassie. We have a little issue over here.
I bet you need a drink. Unfortunately, I'm running a little bit low. I'm gonna have to do a rain check on sending you a drink, my friend. Sorry about that. I gotta kind of rein it in a little bit. You know, coronavirus and all.
I'm stressed.
Corona anyway. If I can get a 2-pound bass this year, I'll be happy. I would be super stoked about that myself.
Theirs are large, different, remember?
I do want to do a little bass fishing.
Theirs are smallmouth, right? Just
They got both.
I know, but
I don't know. Mostly,
So,
like the
up
majority
there-
ones we got down here are the
up
largemouth.
there, up there, the small, like, totally are different than our big. So like our largemouth and their small one is just like a whole different game.
Okay. Yes, flounder gigging. That is one that we have not done, and we need to do that. Flounder gigging. That would be the most epic fail video ever. I guarantee we would mess some stuff up on that. But yeah, I haven't been gigging flounder since I was like 14 or something like that. We need to do it. We need to just have a night and just go do it. I don't think the flounder move until like early summer, I believe, is when that's going to pick up again.
Okay, so it's definitely late.
Oh, wait. No, it's fall.
They're cold water.
Well, that's when they move up into the shallows.
Right.
So yeah, flounder are in deep water right now.
Yeah, so they're going to be a little different.
Work has been hectic. Yeah, I know it has. Finally got your GM. Who is your GM? Yeah, I went over to this store right up over here the other day, and I got an earful from Jennifer. If you get an opportunity to talk to her, she could probably use some consoling. Has had a really rough week, and she could probably use some friends in the company. So if you get a chance, please do that. She could use it. You're not the only one going. It's been hectic for everybody. Who's the GM over there?
At least your other friends coming back.
Which other? Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, she's not going to be in this area though.
Yeah.
You guys are tearing up. Hey, what's up, Darren's Northern Life? Appreciate you coming and saying hi, man. How have you been? I saw you've been tearing it up, dude. That's another one. That we were talking earlier about these guys who are just totally tearing it up. Like the guys who are just like stepping up on the videos that they're putting out, the fishing they're doing, just the projects that they're working on. And Darren, that boy is one of them. That guy is tearing it up. Putting my, I was saying it earlier, man. I feel like I'm really having my toes to the fire right now. Everybody's putting out like just fantastic content. What's up, Mitten? How are you doing, man? How have you been? I haven't seen you in just a bit. I saw that, I think I actually missed a video. You just recently put out a video like within the last week or so. I don't know what your content schedule is. I've been a little bit out of the loop. I saw you've been doing some stuff, and I apologize for not having been more active. I'm getting back into it. Stanley Orchard, don't know if you heard, but Grant plans on beating his PB trout this year a couple times in a day and try trout for the first day. He's gonna tear that all up on the first day. I want to see some video on that, and you guys better get some killer B-roll when you do it. Pond Predator Nation, how have you been, man? This guy is my gym inspiration right here. This dude has been tearing it up.
How is Savannah's fish?
What's that?
How is our fish?
What fish? What? Come here and sit down. Nobody can hear you. It's just like dead air when you're talking over there.
Sorry, I don't like that spot. It's just uncomfortable and awkward.
Well, you're gonna have to suffer through for a few minutes. I'm sorry.
I like it.
I'm sorry. Anyway, Jeff, I appreciate you coming in, man. And whatever it is that you were doing in the gym, keep it up because it's working. We will be pushing crazy content and have a great time. Grant has no idea what I have planned for him. Oh, that sounds like fun, man. I want to see that. Dude, it's going to be a good year. Everybody is starting off the year with a bang. Suck it up, Buttercup. I totally agree. Yeah, Jeff, everybody, dude, we're all like, everybody is being real busy right now. That's good. And everybody's still, everybody who, like at least when we first came on 2.5 years ago, whenever it was, looking back on that, like everybody is really starting to hone in on what it is that they do. You can really see we talked about a lot of people's, what's that?
What they do best and then what they want to move on to.
Yeah, well, like what they're doing, everybody is they're pushing their boundaries as far as the fishing that they're doing,
Right.
but they're also really pushing the boundaries with the videos and the content they're putting out. Everybody, like there wasn't anybody doing B-roll 2 years ago. Now everybody's doing it. Everybody's got a drone. Colorado Fisher has the dome lens that I've been crying about for 6 months that I can't find.
Okay, you can't not call me sticking my head out of the car driving footage. B-roll.
No, I can't.
Can't not call it that.
Yeah, okay, I'd say Jeff's doing the same thing. He's going after 3 Master Angler certificates this year. I was just saying the same thing. Rachel and I are going for Master Anglers for down here in Texas as well. Darren says hello.
Hey, Darren.
I'll be putting out garbage videos all year. No,
Always.
But you know what? The garbage videos that you're putting out so far that I have seen this year, they kick the crap out of the garbage videos you used to put out 2 years ago. Everybody, even the garbage videos, they're going up a notch. Can't wait to get out and fish. Yeah, I'm feeling that. I think everybody is. Feels like it's been forever. Come hell or high water, I'm going to strap my new baby in his carrier and get out there.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, you need to get a TikTok video of that.
That's going to be awesome.
Put a little ice fishing rod in his hand. Get him a fish.
Perfect TikTok video.
Why are you whispering?
Well, because I'm telling it to you, and then we're going to get an
No,
email
tell
to them.
them. They do the TikTok.
Okay, well, it's like...
Yes.
It's like, the baby, finish strong. It's baby, finish strong.
Huh?
Have you not seen like the... You know, you've been on TikTok before, right?
No, I haven't.
Okay. It's perfect. It's
Should we do it? Should Rachel do a TikTok?
No, Rachel should not. She should not.
Oh, I'm trying to...
No, I shouldn't. I had to do with Savannah doing a TikTok the other day, and she
What?
fell in the grass and had to pick stickers out of herself.
I'm trying to think of what kind of thing should I try to use to motivate you guys to convince her to do a TikTok.
No, just no.
What do you think?
No.
Should Rachel do a TikTok?
No. Rachel's not doing one.
Oh, we can talk Rachel into doing a TikTok.
No, we
I
can't.
guarantee we can.
My students do them all the time.
Hey, what's up, Will? How are you doing, man? You been out fishing anytime recently, dude? You see that drum I popped? My dad popped, not me. He says if you do a TikTok,
What?
he'll send Packer gear. Don't know what a TikTok is, but she's doing it. You're a youngin'. I have a hard time believing that you don't have like a massive amount of channels that you follow on TikTok, Nick. Nobody wants Packer gear.
Nobody wants to get unsubbed.
Burn you, Darren. If you heard her. Started a new career, going out after spring break and starting season 2. Hey, that's rad, man. What's a new career? What are you doing? I hadn't heard about that. We'll have her token in no time. I really want to push this. I want to see somebody come up with a really good means of pushing her into it. I'm waiting for somebody to drop a bomb.
Don't you know? Have you not seen the latest ones?
No, I've never seen it.
God.
I'm familiar with TikTok. And speaking of TikTok, there's a buddy of mine. His name's Metal for Breakfast. He does TikTok videos. That dude is hilarious. Metal for Breakfast. Worth checking out if you're a TikTok fan.
No, my kids are always doing songs and
I thought all the Packer gear went to the landfill. Well, yeah, Beeville.
I'm sure you could pick some out for me, though.
If I could do a dream fishing trip, what species would I be fishing for? What would you go for?
Tuna.
Tuna?
Blackfin.
Yellowtail.
No, blackfin or yellowtail. Or it wouldn't be swordfish because they sound like they're too annoying. They're too. What's the word? High maintenance.
God, that's a tough question.
Swordfish are too high maintenance.
Swordfish, yeah, because that's like a team thing, and it's that one's rough.
But also, I would want to bring it to myself. So yes, tuna, but I really do want to go walleye.
Mine would be some kind of spearfish.
Sturgeon. I think I want to go do that.
I would go spearfishing something awesome. I don't know what, but it would be a spearfishing trip.
Well, I'm doing that for the trip I like about.
Okay. We got 5 pounds from Urban Explorer saying, do a TikTok, Rachel. Come on, I personally hate it, but you're a great drunk.
He wasn't drunk in that video.
She wasn't even drunk in that video.
That's the sad part.
That is awesome. I love that.
Haven't drank in a
We'll
year
call
and a
it-
half.
I'm reserving the channel right now, Drunk Rage. Oh, we can't because of your job.
That's awesome.
We'll call it Rach 2.0.
Oh.
It's going to be your brand. We're doing a YouTube channel for Rachel, and it's going to be called Rach 2.0.
Of course it is. That's all I do.
And you're going to need a TikTok to promote it.
No.
Yeah,
No,
this
I
is
won't.
happening.
No, I won't. No, I
Stanley
won't.
will do all the laundry for a month for Rach. Don't say that. I already do all the laundry. I've seen some funny TikTok videos that were shared. I've not signed up. I don't have the heart, man. I just don't got the juice to do.
Our 8-year-old was in one on Friday, and she was telling me about it. Disturbing.
I don't know. I think that there's a lot of value in there. I just don't. I feel like the creative juices are just spread too thin for me able to do it and provide something that's worth it. That's my thought. That's why she needs to do it.
My freshmen do it. I'm like,
Yeah, exactly. Freshmen do it, which is why you need to be doing it. Dude, I was catching largemouth in 28-degree weather and 39-degree water temps. Bad tide and the wind pushed them out so far. I had 1 foot of water the whole river. What, 28 degrees Fahrenheit? Are you serious? That's not a real thing. No, what is it? Rachel.
Sorry, I don't see Rachel in your contacts.
Rachel set off the phone thing here.
no, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. How do we?
It's supposed to recognize
There it is.
me.
Okay.
Savannah set it up so it would recognize my voice.
Did we establish what TikTok is?
It's terrible.
It's like a kid's
I don't know why I'm talking to
YouTube
this
platform.
phone.
Don't talk to that.
Okay, I'm talking to this. It's so
I'm gonna
loud.
hide this so you can't see it. Yeah, so it's like a kid's it's an
that perfect.
ADD video platform where you can only do like 15-second videos. It's got to have a lot of flashy colors.
They do.
It's got to have
my
stupid
kids
songs.
dance to it. Yeah, my freshmen and juniors dance to it. It's.
I say all that. This is one of
Our
my good buddies in the
8-year-olds.
chat. I'm kind of razzing him a little bit, but TikTok videos.
I would say jokes
it's
and
a friend
stuff
of
are
mine.
pretty funny. I guess.
I have seen some funny
Lip
ones.
sync.
I've seen some funny ones, and
Yes.
Metal for Breakfast. That dude is awesome. I love his stuff, even if it's TikTok. He's awesome.
I mean, I did one on meiosis, but I don't think anyone wants to see that.
They might. Roberto Blake does inspirational, YouTube assistance kind of stuff. On
I
TikTok.
used an iPhone to do
He does
mitosis.
entrepreneurial, like saving money, finances kind of stuff. On
I
there.
don't think anybody needs to see an iPhone do mitosis. It's not hard. One screen, and then there's two. Not a big deal.
I don't know. Might be a thing. Well, since I started seeing oil prices while working at OES, I'm feeling you there. I started online classes. Cool, dude. Cool. Passed the NCLEX a couple months ago. Now I work in the medical field. Dude, congratulations on that, man. That's rad. Moving on up, man. TikTok is a hard symptom of the absolute lunacy of today's young people.
Thank you. I said freshman, and I'm not sure if everybody heard that. Freshman.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't love my freshmen.
I would fish for a premier trip. He said I would either go for a big hammerhead or a Goliath grouper. We actually went for a Goliath grouper 2 weeks ago. Didn't get one.
No, did not.
Tried. We couldn't figure out if we were going to catch it. We couldn't figure out how to smuggle it back in town.
Oh no, we would science. Shut up. We would have science the heck out of that.
I don't have TikTok. I see my younger siblings on it, and it's ridiculous.
I don't have it. I don't want it. Like I said.
I can see, Darren, I can see you doing, well, some of the stuff you do is just too pro. I don't know. Darren's off doing like big time Yukon hunts and like weekend, like massive, what were those massive, were those pike? I think they were pike. Probably pike. I don't remember, but they were massive. They were so fat they didn't even fit on the camera, so I couldn't really tell. We're over here with our whiting.
Hey, there's some good whiting last night.
Can't get John off of TikTok. Oh, I know. I feel you.
I totally can imagine. I have an idea for Johnny. It's a great idea.
Yeah, and John says the fisher on YouTube is using TikTok as a promotion thing for his YouTube channel, and he is getting a crap ton of views. And I agree. I think TikTok is like one of those. It's underrated. It is on the way up. It is the place to be if you want to grow fast. That is a platform that one and LinkedIn, in my opinion, are the two platforms that you need to be doing if you want to try to grow fast.
Do you like put in LinkedIn? I'm a fisherman.
It takes a different approach.
Noah?
But you know, the majority of people who
I'm
work
curious.
in Fortune 500 companies use LinkedIn as their social media platform of choice.
I do understand that.
So if you
I
want to do a
understand that.
social media platform, that's the one where the money's at.
I understand that 100%.
But it's going to be a totally different thing. Like, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do LinkedIn. No. I'll put stuff on there sparingly, but I don't know how to do it in like a successful kind of way to help grow things. I haven't exploded
I'm
on
just saying
LinkedIn
it's
or
not.
anything.
Well, it's not compatible with this per se right now.
Oh, I think it could be. How many of you guys? I know everybody's at
figure that
least
out if you
seen
want me to.
LinkedIn. How many of you guys have seen a fishing channel on LinkedIn?
I could probably figure that out. I mean,
You'd be like the only one doing it.
not necessarily. But think
There
about
wouldn't be many.
charters,
The competition
think about,
is very low.
I know what I'm saying. If you think about charters, you could probably, like that time whenever I did the thing where I had that business where I did yoga, we did nails,
Mhm.
and we did bridal
Exactly.
parties.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a business
You
thing.
Bring it all together, have a business. Yeah, that totally makes sense.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Yeah, I get you there. Just something bizarre.
Cassie says, I'm still hoping MySpace takes off again.
Fingers crossed.
Holding on.
I never had that. I don't know.
If you guys could fish anywhere in the
I
world,
bet you
where would
did.
it be?
Maldives.
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 Yeah. Maldives or Tahiti.
We wouldn't fish. We'd spear.
We'd be doing it all.
I would just be down there. I would be just down there
I
so
would be
long
on a
if I wouldn't come back
surfboard
up.
with a spear gun.
Okay, and the other one I want to go to is St. Lucia.
So, okay.
I just decided that yesterday.
I would like to see the Mediterranean.
Oh, we should go to that place. That place. Yeah.
Yeah.
Place. Okay.
Yeah.
The Big Blue.
The Big Blue. Yeah.
Blue.
Have you ever seen the movie The Big
It's
Blue?
amazing. It's like, it's not Sicily, it's off Crete, I think, but it's amazing. It's off Greece.
That is a very tangent question that you ask there, my friend. Because
And I'm like,
there's
Canada.
like basically to answer that question, you have to look at all of the places in the entire world that have water, and that's kind of your answer. Anything that has water, I want to go to it. I want to check because I got Africa's high on my list of places I want to go.
Remember this winter, I decided I want to go to Antarctica.
I kind of want to do Antarctica too. Obviously, Alaska. Yeah, it just keeps on going.
Yeah, so I mean, not to go fishing, just to
LinkedIn.
go.
We have the chain pickerel here in tiger muskie. The chain looks like a smaller northern pike. Yeah.
Muskies.
Yeah, I hadn't done muskies. I want to.
So,
There are quite a few fishing channels on LinkedIn. Yeah.
are they more of like a professional fishing channel, or is it?
There's a lot. I mean, it's not like a platform where you sit there and chat with people, but it is. It's real
totally
business oriented.
No,
and if you can figure that out.
No, I totally get it. What I was saying was go with the group and go in as your channel, go in with
Canada.
your Oh, I said Canada for sure. Go in with your channel, go in with your charter, go in with your guide, go in as a group, and you kill it.
I'm not a believer. This is interesting. I'm not a believer in LinkedIn. Nick Nimmin and he were talking about it the other week, and Nick Nimmin doesn't use it. It's more for high-end business in my eyes. I agree.
I wouldn't
and maybe see. I see that that's what it's for. My thought on it is, like, I don't know how to do this, but if you could tap into that, that would be a thing to tap into.
So if it was for high-end business and you did have that elite group of people and you could tap into that high-end business and have them see your group and go out with you, I could see
I don't know how to utilize that, but I
because then they would be on YouTube and they'd see themselves on YouTube.
I see money on that one.
Yeah, I mean that's where I can see it as being a thing, but I don't see any use for it for me personally.
Darren says he would travel all the way over to Manitoba.
Which Darren?
I think he's in Ontario. Right? Am I wrong on that?
Would you go down to Lake Curran? Would you go to Tobermory? What is that called? I said it wrong, didn't I? Tobermory?
Yeah, Muskie Hans. I don't put any links in. I don't do anywhere near enough kind of anything on LinkedIn. Like I fool around with it, but I don't do enough for it to be a legitimate source of anything.
Darren's gonna know the place I'm talking about. The island.
Ask
the
him.
grotto.
He's right there.
I can't. I'm have to look at the phone because I'm talking to him.
I will tell you what he says. I will give you his answer, but he is right there.
He's right there. I'm looking right at him.
Turn the chat off. Ice hole fishing in Alaska would be fun. And that's what I was saying. Darren's Northern Life is one of those boys. A lot of these guys in here, they do a lot of ice fishing. Darren's Northern Life, he's from Canada, so he does a lot more. I say he does a lot more. I think he has ice longer than the other guys. So, yeah, ice fishing, he makes it look rad.
In tundras or taiga? Tundra, I guess more west.
There are actual personal fishing marketing channels. Yeah, marketing channels. I would expect that. We're actually very fortunate compared to others. Very low pollution, small competition via tourism, etc. We are live in this kind of dime in the rough. Are you talking about like Texas in general? Because I kind of feel that way about the fishing down here.
Or are we talking about Alaska?
Cassie,
Canada.
you have a wonderful night, ma'am. Thank you for hanging out. Give the baby a big hug and a kiss from us.
Cassie, I'm so gonna message you about this awesome TikTok you need to do.
Yeah, she needs help with her TikTok channel.
No, I don't. I have one for you.
You guys need to do TikToks together. I have like 150 followers on my LinkedIn, but it's all sale. Yeah. And there's a lot of people that crowd the market on LinkedIn doing that. They just it's one of those where it's just like bulk subscribe, and there's not a lot of value in that. Okay. We can fix it later. Why are you messing with the camera?
Because it's bothering me. It's staring at me.
We do have an Instagram. It's at Orchard Stanley. We put some pictures on there.
We don't.
Yes, we do. Whether or not you're actually doing it or not. TikTok. Oh, we just post fishing pictures on there. I've actually neglected it a bit, but
I'm so thinking about muskies now. Muskie on the brain.
man, I've got Maldives on the brain now.
I have Alaska, muskies, Canada, mainly Canada on the brain right now for summer.
Really?
Yeah, well, my grandpa and my brother and my dad used to go up every summer. Canada.
I know, and I want to do that. That's high up on my bucket list of things to
But
do.
even if we don't, we can still go up north.
I'm all
Fish
about it.
there.
I'm all about it. I want to do it.
Just
On our way to Boston.
oh
Right?
no, I found a boat.
What?
I found a boat.
Oh,
For reals, I found a boat.
Rachel found a boat.
I found a boat.
Okay, you got to show us the boat now.
Yeah, I do.
You
It's
let
kinda-
everybody weigh in on the boat that
it's
Rachel
kinda
found.
sketchy.
And give us a little insight on as to how we're going to turn Rachel finding a boat into her first TikTok video.
Oh dear God, no TikToks.
You could make such a great Instagram. Yeah, no gang would be a great thing for the brand boat and fishing pics. I'd buy that up all day. Yeah, I totally agree with you.
No. We're eating a meeting when you come back. Funny.
I'm going to be on Instagram. I have to go get my stuff. Nobody can hear you, by the way. They just hear me talking to like the air. I have to go get my stuff set up, man. Have a great night. Dude, Yankee Crank, really appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. We're going to be winding this up here in a few minutes. I don't even know how long we've been on.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to go out. I know we're not.
We're going to, well, we got to do dinner. I'm kind of hungry.
Oh, do you want to go to that new place with is Andrew at the shop?
No.
Okay.
Oh, no, I'm not doing that kind of going out. Again, rough day. Instagram and my channel go hand in hand. Yeah, I don't understand how Instagram works as far as feeding out content. I just don't get it. So I mainly just, I'll put some pictures on there of our fishing trips and stuff like that, but I don't understand how to make it engaging. I hadn't figured it out. I haven't spent a whole lot of time on it. I'm already spread kind of thin.
It just ruins lives. I hate Instagram.
Okay. If you would read the other comment, it would have kind of made. Oh, sorry, I apologize, man. I missed that. It was going a little bit fast for me. Our area is amazing compared to Laguna Madre and Galveston. I'm not the biggest fan of Galveston.
No,
We're smack dab in the middle. Yeah, I'm a huge South Padre fan myself. If I could live down in Port Isabel, I would. Boating Rachel on TikTok, great idea. I wholeheartedly agree. Let's see this. I want you to practice your TikTok video right now, showing us this. Wisconsin is calling you guys. Yeah, that's what she was saying a minute ago.
We're going
She's
somewhere.
making a big push to do Wisconsin this summer.
Big time.
Instagram is all about hashtags. Yeah,
I have a thing for my kids doing it, but also it's. Well,
Hey, what's up, John
What do y'all
Ames?
think about? What do you think? I don't do any social media at all. So, what do y'all think of Instagram opposed to Twitter? I think that Instagram is. I know from what I see every day, Instagram is more younger. I don't know if that. I don't think the hashtag. I would think if it's a hashtag thing, it would be Twitter, because I play a game with the kids.
I think
use
Instagram
hashtags
is
on Twitter.
more on the hashtags. The Twitter hashtags, I don't think they have a whole lot of value in them.
I don't know. We just play a game and we play hashtag Twitter.
This is my thought on it. So I don't do Facebook. I really do not like Facebook. Rachel has a Facebook,
I don't use it though.
but doesn't use it. So
Sorry.
for the purposes of social media, because of that, we do Twitter. I do Twitter. Rachel, she doesn't like it, but I do Twitter, and I do Instagram. Instagram being owned by Facebook. I see that as a means of being able to put out pictures and show some little stuff and kind of promote a little bit
That's
with
what
the
I do.
stories and stuff. And then Twitter is the means of being able to share out, like if you have something to say about what you're doing, you have something to share with the community.
I guess whenever I do it with the kids, we do tweets about like biology and
We do tweets about fishing.
Different. Well, I know. I'm just saying it's a game for our kids.
Okay.
So I don't know. I just
And then I use LinkedIn for
Oh my
my
God.
big money business dealings.
that's where that money's coming from. Good to know. Good to know. I embezzle my stuff. Okay. I'm telling. Oh,
Instagram
man.
is king.
Why?
And John Ames says TikTok. Oh no, he's talking to John. Sorry. Yeah, Instagram is. I want to say
I'm not being rude. I don't do any social media in general because my job is just.
Instagram is the second or third, fourth, somewhere in their biggest social media platform. Facebook being number one, is Facebook smokes the rest of them.
What's your name?
Instagram is like next,
Could crash.
higher up on the list. Twitter is actually like the 8th or 9th biggest.
Remember, what's your name? Crash Snapchat because you said.
Snapchat's up on the list too, but I'm not a fan of that. Got to get, man. It was great seeing you. Will, you too, man. I look forward to hearing more about the new career, man. I'm excited to see what you're doing. Got to get my laundry going and get ready for tomorrow. Hit me up and let's get some wade fishing going. All about it, man. I'll let you know. It's that time of year. We're going to have to get some fishing done, period.
Yeah, well, you're getting low.
Getting low on what?
Food.
Yeah, we're running out of fish. We're very limited. That's a bad spot to be in,
Okay.
especially with coronavirus.
Well,
I
we're
think
also
for
a
your
little
channel,
low.
Instagram will go hand in hand with your channel. People love pretty pics. I agree with that.
No,
I pull people from my Insta to YouTube. I cannot get people to cross-platform to save my life. I try, but I can't get them to do it.
Right.
Well, we don't have a very big, because I don't push the Instagram thing very hard. I don't do it very well. So there's not that many people on there, and who is on there is not coming over. I'm not seeing, like, there's Twitter people on here, but I'm not seeing, I never see anybody from Instagram on here.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to be rude. I was just saying that.
Big money business deals.
Make
Make that rain.
Make money.
I do like taking
Make
pretty,
money.
I do like getting good pictures, and I like being able to use Instagram to put those out there. And it's nice to be able to look back on the pictures. Like, I don't ever really go back and watch our old YouTube videos, but I like to go back and look at the old pictures. All right, what you got? Oh, okay, so this is an auction that is coming up, and they got a boat in the auction, drug boat. It's a drug boat. Hey, those drug mules, they got good
It's
boats.
just a consignment. It's a consignment. Don't get that exciting.
Yeah, consigned drug boat.
It's not like that.
I hope it's a drug boat. These guys got rad
Wish it
boats.
was-
They got to run
wish it
all the
was a
way
drug boat.
from
It's-
Mexico
Trust me,
to
it's like
Padre
it's
Island.
like my first orchard fishing boat that I was on.
They got-
There's nowhere to hide from the sun.
They got to run all the way from Mexico past Mansfield, past to get those
Nope,
drugs
it's
in
not
here.
that kind of boat.
Does it come with the drugs?
No drugs. Pretty sure it's sans drugs.
We'll see. We'll see.
Okay, it's center console.
Center console, got to have. Very nice. That's not center.
I did I say it was on there?
No, but I just
Be
saw it.
sassy to me, please.
I'd buy that if it was the. Yeah, I'm serious. If this is a good boat, we'll jump on it. It's got a little Mako.
It's like your dad's old one. Well, it's not a Wellcraft.
It's a canner.
But it's not a Wellcraft. It's old.
Big old Mercury, not old enough. That top's got to go. I hate those things.
Yeah, just let us fry in the sun and die.
You're the one that wants the boat. It's got the, it's got a bimini top. I don't like those. It gets in the way of your rods.
We will die.
Insta is allowing me to keep engaged with my people at all times. It has really helped me build my brand, especially locally. I hate the sound of that. I do not want to be engaged like 24/7. But I hear you on that, and that's what social media is for, period.
I agree.
It's not about cross-platform traffic. It's about being able to engage and interact with people.
And I'd rather engage this way than that way. That's just my personal.
Yeah, but there's more to it. There's more to it than that, because you can engage with people on social media. Rachel really doesn't like social media, and I don't blame her for that.
Well, we went with several years without doing it.
And loved it.
Like
And
on
loved it.
purpose. We gave up social media on purpose. It was our thing. We didn't do any social media. And it sounds weird. And then we decided to have a YouTube channel. We didn't watch TV. We didn't do any of that. And we did not, again, I say it again, we didn't do any social media. And that was a big deal for me. That I don't like it. And
I agree. I totally agree with that.
And I see what it does every day. And whether it's positive or not, and I know you can use it in different ways. I don't like it. I have to deal with it every single day. It's hardcore.
And she has such a strict stance on it. And yet here she is, setting up a TikTok. Poser. Hey, Dennis, you have a good night, man. We appreciate you coming in. I hope things are turning up. If you get a chance to say hi to Jennifer, she needs a hug. Give her a hug. I recommend people use Insta. It's a pretty powerful tool when combined with YouTube. I do think you need that engagement. I think that's important. I think that there are reasons to need to interact with people. I know that I've had conversations with Roberto Blake and Nick Nimmin, and those conversations have been exceptionally valuable.
Were they on Instagram?
It was on Twitter. No. But Saltwater Action Gear, he is always hitting me up on Instagram.
Right, but also all of the actual times you've talked to them have been through email, and I know that for a fact.
No, that's not true at all.
Most of the personal times. You don't just like Instagram out and you have your personal conversations.
I have emailed them, and I have also had those emails get totally and absolutely lost in a sea of But you don't have your personal conversation on Instagram. I guess that's my point. I just feel like they're impersonal and that you don't need to have your business out on. I'm not asking them what the stain is in my underwear. I'm not having that kind of personal conversation with anybody.
I didn't say that.
But if I need, and I'm using them as an example, but if I have a question about something, like it's people on Twitter that can answer it faster and better than anybody else that from what we use. Instagram, I don't get much of an interaction on that one, but that's also part of me just not knowing anything about it. Okay, I love this. Wow. She's looking at a sailboat here. That's interesting. I went a month without posting videos, but my people were still engaged because they knew he was still active. Yeah, I totally agree. And I'm a big proponent of people being able to take a month off. We're taking March off in a reduced role. We're not going to post fishing videos. I might throw some how-tos and stuff like that up. But yeah, you need to be able to take a month off. And that is how you let people know when you take some time off. That's how you let them know, hey, I didn't just drop out of the game entirely, just taking a little bit of a break. That's important.
That's y'all's homemade sailboat?
Yeah.
That's what that's.
That is like a homemade sailboat.
No, that's y'all's homemade sailboat. Not just y'all's.
He said he swore off of social media for 3 years. I only reconnected because I was doing YouTube. And that's my approach to it too. This is a business thing to me. I try to keep it business. I keep it related to the channel.
But there's always people that don't. And
yeah, there are. But there's also weirdos everywhere. We get weirdos in the comments, and don't even get me started on the weirdos.
I know.
I don't even turn you on to it, but the weirdos in the threads are the worst.
I know. But also, that's a little, I don't know that threads are good either.
No, there's nothing wrong with forums.
Forums are not always a good place. They don't always want you. So I'm like, if they don't want you,
well, they do want me. They love me.
Okay, if someplace doesn't want you there, why would you put yourself
there? 2
there?
of the 4 forums love me. The other 2 don't.
The other 2 hate you. So why would you continue to post there?
Because views. All about them views.
It's supposed to be organic.
It's still here. No, I totally understand, man. I know everybody's probably like doing dinner and stuff like that.
Yeah, and so
I tell you what, we are going to call it here.
Look at this.
We're going to do about 5 more minutes, and then we'll go ahead and shut this thing down. You guys have been awesome hanging out with me this whole time. I really appreciate it. It's been a really rough day, and thank you for coming here and keeping me company. We'll hang on for just a couple more minutes for anybody that feels like hanging out. If you don't sweat it. I'm not going to worry about it. I just appreciate having you here for the time that we got you, and I thank you for that. But yeah, I think it is the time to start winding it down a bit. We need to see what boat Rachel is looking at here. This is important.
There's only the one. That's
which one? Not the sailboat.
No, there's the.
Show me that one you were looking at.
I already did. There's the Kenner, and then.
Is that the only picture of it?
Oh.
Yeah, I want to see the other pictures of it. I want to see this boat.
Okay, well, this Boston Whaler has issues. Well, Boston Whaler is...
What's the issues with the Boston? That's a Kenner, not a.
No, there's two. This is a Boston Whaler. This is a different boat. This is a different boat.
Ooh, I like them Boston Whalers.
It's made... It's
I
not,
like Boston Whalers brand.
It is. It's a nice boat. But when you see the rest of it...
What was that? That other one was a Kenner.
The other one was a Kenner.
I like the Kenner.
I'm thinking the Kenner might be the way to go. The Boston Whaler looks a little... Like it looks a little sad.
Oh, yeah. Not a center console. It's kind of...
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not too fond of that whole design either. So we're not even going to... we don't need to show everybody that. That's not the best boat.
Okay.
That's not what we're looking for.
It's kind
Show
of like
yeah, John's saying show the damn boat. It's at Orchard Stanley. That's our whole
we're not
social
doing the
media
Grady
thing.
because the Grady has... The Grady is a lake boat like Rachel grew up on.
Okay,
so
so
the Grady.
she's flipping through the pictures here. It's one of those. It's got the walk-through windshield. That's not bad.
No, it's not. I mean, as far as what we could do, we could take it out.
I am. Maybe it won't rotate. Okay, so
No, it won't. It's
I am
not
a
out.
huge fan of the center consoles. I think it's important because we often have to walk around the boat, especially when there's more than one person on there.
I grew up.
So I'm not a big fan of the walk through the windshield.
I grew up on a boat like that, and I had to maneuver my way across and around and everything
Yeah.
else. So I'm perfectly fine on that. And
It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm not. That whole design I really like. You know, we need something because we get 2-3 foot surf sometime, and yes, I'll be
Here's
taking it
Kenner.
out in 2-3 foot waves.
okay,
If
just
I
go
have
on
to.
from there, from the Kenner.
This is the Kenner. It's a center console.
Oh, it's a little
And this
sketchy.
one I like. I'm not a fan of the bimini top because that gets in the way of your fishing rods. So that thing's going to go. If we have to invest in a T-top, well, no, we probably won't. It's not that expensive of a boat. So yeah, it's just going to be suffering in the sun. But this boat I like more than the other ones. And of course, that sailboat was absolute hot garbage.
That was why I put it up there.
It's-
I put it up there because it looks like something you made.
yeah.
It
And
reminded me
it's
of our
probably
first
something
date.
that I would use as well because I do like sailboats and I
It
like having the
reminded
cabin.
me of our first date when I had to swim after the keel.
But yeah, I took her sailing in a little Dolphin when we were first started dating, and we rolled that thing in the surf. And man, everything we had just scattered to the wind and the surf. And she had to go and swim over and get the centerboard, and I had to go get like the rudder. And it was a mess.
Yeah.
But she troopered her way through it. We got back in that sailboat. We sailed back to the beach, and that is how I knew that I was not going to dump her that day.
Okay, remember when we went out in that one like your dad's? I
Yeah.
had to hide in there.
Well, okay, this is
from
smaller.
the
No.
pointy
This
UV
is
rays.
smaller. We're looking at this this Kenner.
Again, how do you show
Go ahead
it?
and show.
This is the Kenner.
Not too close.
I'm confused.
About right there ought to be good. Oh, awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was going to track you down one way or the other, or Urban Explorer. I appreciate it. And man, if you have any thoughts or insight that you want to provide for me, feel free to be as harsh as you feel the need to be, because I'll take any criticism I can
Do
get.
you want to see from the side?
Of course I do. Comes with a trailer.
No,
see,
bass
this
boat.
does
no,
not have a
that's
good
the
hull.
bass boat. That's really, it's a bass boat.
I know, we said it at the exact same time. I'm
Why
not
would
talking. I'm not. Why are you taking it like that?
Because-
I did not.
No, this is not.
We both saw it at the same time. Thank you. I'm going to thank you in advance for any insight you got for me, man.
The trailer's nice. So is the-
I do like the trailer. I like the boat. The only issue with that is that hull, like, it would be just fine for fishing offshore. It's just not going to handle anything over like 1-2 foot waves. That's not it?
That's it.
That's it. What was the other one?
I told you that was a bass boat. Didn't even listen to me.
Oh, so it was a different boat. So
Yes.
this one, okay, yeah,
Not
that's a
the same
good.
boat.
How much do they want for it?
It's an auction. Oh my.
What are they
God.
starting it at?
No reserve. You gotta go to it.
All right, well, let's go. I want that Kenner. And then if it's an absolutely terrible boat, we'll auction it off on a live stream.
It's an 18.5.
18 and a half foot.
Yeah.
That's good size, man. That's a good boat. 18 and a half foot boat with a good V-hull. Center console, no bimini top.
Sure you don't want that? And then the 15-foot scary Boston Whaler.
And I do like that Boston Whaler. Is that the one that's got the
No,
real?
it's the one that remember like
I'm not
Dad's
opposed
bucket
to that. I'm
seats
not opposed to
that
that.
had like actual buckets.
I like bucket.
It's
No,
a
I don't.
rich-
I don't like that.
It's a
kind of
rich
bucket
thing.
seat.
You wouldn't understand. It's a dad thing. Wouldn't understand. It's a nice holder.
All right, so we're probably going to have to, when we get off of here, we're going to have a real serious sit-down conversation about boats
Yeah, I
and
saw it
Cozumel.
on the way over here.
And how are we going to get the boat to Cozumel? We're going to take it to Cozumel.
Mhm. The Gulfstream only goes one way. Sorry.
Luckily, it's not a Gulfstream; it's a Kenner. No. Just got permission from my favorite music composer. It's going down, dude. That is rad. That is. Oh, dude. Heavy stringers. We need to have a talk about that. That might not work, man. Music rights, and if you got all this squared away, then just totally ignore anything that I have to say. But
Yeah,
music
he
rights.
did. He said he just had it.
I know.
So
He just
still-
what he said is he just got permission. But if they're like a recording artist, the recordings are the property of the recording studio, not the artist. That doesn't mean you can't use them, but what it means is that they do have those blocked with a copyright deal on YouTube. So you're going to post a video, you are going, hypothetically, you are going to get flagged in a copyright claim, and you are going to have to then in turn go back and have that removed. I've seen that happen a few times.
Don't
And
let
I
it
don't
rain
know,
on your
I don't,
parade.
yeah, I'm sorry. I've just seen that happen a couple of times. My word of advice on that is
Good
beware,
moss.
regardless of whether you got, of whether or not you got permission to use the music. That doesn't mean it always happens quite that easy. Just a word of warning on that. I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm not saying that you haven't already taken care of everything. This is just something I've seen happen a couple of times that warrants mentioning. They're okay for people that are not monetized. Okay.
Probably did your music on there.
No. Yeah, actually, that also is the wrong mindset. It doesn't matter if you're monetized or not. You can still get a copyright claim and a copyright strike. But also, you got to keep into account the library of videos that you are building right now prior to being monetized. You are going to be monetized one day. You don't want to necessarily, or at least be aware that when you get, let's say you make 100 videos and then you get monetized. When you get monetized, you have 100 videos that also stand the chance of being monetized if you are so able to do it. If you're not able to monetize those videos, it's absolutely not a waste of time or anything, but take that into consideration. When you monetize, you're monetizing your entire library. Don't miss out on that opportunity, at least unwittingly.
Tell them about that group that had all those videos, and then they got a deal, and because of the music, they had to lose everything.
Oh,
Just
yes.
give them the name.
So
look it up
there's-
yourself, real
Yeah, you
quick.
can check this out. It's their
Just-
channel is called, and they
But
changed
not playing
it.
Rain and Crave. Good job. That's awesome.
What was the name of that?
Wasn't it?
Explorist Life.
Yeah.
That's their channel now. It used to be something else. They changed it to Explorist Life. So Explorist Life had something like 2,000 videos, and they were monetized, and they were using Epidemic Sound, and they had a license for using Epidemic Sound in their YouTube videos. Well, they got a deal with Netflix, where Netflix basically bought their library to put on Hulu or something like, I'm sorry, it was Hulu that bought them out. They got a deal with Hulu, and their videos, their entire library was going to go on there. So they were doing their whole thing. I think it was like a $20,000 deal. So they in turn had to go back to Epidemic and say, hey, we need to update our license so that we can post this on Hulu. And Hulu's like, heck yeah, you absolutely got that. That license for the 2,000 videos that you got is going to cost $18,000. So they had to negotiate
And
for
they
like
had
3
some pretty
months.
Professional stuff.
Their options
So-
were to go back and change the music for 200 videos. And think about that for a second.
Re-editing,
That's music
everything.
with probably talk over the top of it, like music in the background while they're talking. That is an extremely difficult thing if they don't have the raw files to be able to edit. I mean, they were basically going to get cut out of a $20,000 deal. Luckily, Epidemic worked with them. They were able to work it out. But music, super headache. And a band, just because a band gives you permission to use their music, that doesn't necessarily mean, especially if they're a recording artist, That doesn't mean they have the right to be able to give you that permission, or if they do, they are not the ones that are handling the copyright stuff on YouTube. You can't expect to get a copyright claim, and you're gonna have to go back and fight it. Just be aware. There's a lot of under the surface stuff that happens. I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer. I've seen that happen several times.
It's just because we get a strike as well. So. But
Hey, Darren, really appreciate you, man. Yeah, all of you guys. So yeah, you're absolutely right. My 5 minutes is up. Hey, I want to thank you very much. I was not expecting this kind of turnout for the live stream. It really means a lot to me that you guys all saw that we were doing this and you jumped on. You've been really super supportive. I can't thank you enough, Rachel, because she really appreciates you as well. She's going to do a TikTok to thank you for Swag, Urban Explorer, and TikTok videos. You guys,
so much.
Thank you for the super chats. You guys that dropped those, really appreciate you guys. Grant, Heavy Stringers, Jack Van Fleet. I can't even go through the list of names that we got of the people over here. Every one of you guys, I thank you very much. It means a lot. Nick's gonna do a TikTok. Let's do it.
Nick's got to
do a Nick
I'll do,
TikTok.
you know what? I'll do a TikTok if Nick.
We'll call it a Nick Talk.
No, we'll do a Rach Nick.
Anyway,
TikTok.
you guys have a wonderful evening. I hope you enjoyed the rest of your week. I hope you are able to get out and do some amazing fishing this weekend. We are going to work on Rachel and Nick's knick-knack videos.
Paddywhack.
Thank you very much for hanging out with us, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. We'll do some more of these this month. Have a great evening, guys. Thank you. Oh, yeah. How do I hit stop on it now?
You better figure it out. It's starting.
I am too. I gotta figure out this. I actually gotta get out and walk around and turn it off.
Here.
This is goofy as
This
shit.
is goofy as hell. And then, like, the crappie picture should be right here.
Good night, guys.
Bye. The crappie picture should be right here.